Good afternoon, everybody. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It is sunshiny and the wind is blowing like crazy, but it is a beautiful day. And I wanted to document, while my house is quiet, I wanted to document my first weekend of the Slim Down Showdown. My first real weekend since fit camp. First of all, don't mind the hair. Weekend hair, don't care, is what I've got going on right now. Anyways, okay, so let's talk about the weekend, okay? As for me, weekends are tough. I always fall off on the weekends. I always fall off the wagon. I don't know, make up excuses. 100 excuses go through my head. Or we go out to eat, or kids want dessert, or who knows what. For whatever reason, I fall off. So I was worried about this weekend. This weekend was going to be tough. First weekend since fit camp that all my kids were going to be here, my 2 stepkids and my 2 kids. So yeah, I was worried. All right, so no big deal. Picked up the kids from school on Friday and came home. No big deal. I start making supper. Well, all of a sudden, my son, who is 16 years old, came walking into the kitchen, and he had this look on his face like he was so sorry. And he was carrying this big, beautiful chocolate cake. This big, beautiful chocolate cake came from my neighbor's house. Their granddaughter, had been staying with them. This is Goku. Their granddaughter had been staying with them, and I had given them a ride. I had given their granddaughter a ride, Jessica. I'd given her a ride all week to school, because our kids go to the same school. So as a reward, and it was a nice gesture, she baked us a big, beautiful chocolate cake. And my son knew before walking into this house that was going to be tough for me. So I said, all right. I see how this is going to go. So I told him to set the chocolate cake down, and I cut the kids, for dessert, I cut the kids a piece, and chocolate was all over my fingers, and I wiped it off. See, I'm looking at this, when people talk about food as an addiction, I kind of think that that's weird. But I think it's a good comparison sometimes. A heroin addict just can't have just a little bit of heroin every day. They have to quit. It's either all or none. Well, with food, certain foods, that's hard. It's hard to just have a couple of bites of that chocolate cake. It's hard. For me, I'm savory. I don't care about sweet. Mine's savory. Chicken fried steak, fried chicken, fried okra, fried this, fried that, forget it. I'm out for the count. So it's hard to just have a couple bites. And my other thing is sweet tea. I've cut out sodas a long time ago, but my thing is sweet tea. Well, I haven't had sweet tea since the 10th of January. It's a long time for me. And I'm usually really, really horrible at drinking water. Well, I've done pretty good. In fact, my goal for this week with my coach, Kathy, is to have 64 ounces of water a day at least. That's huge. When some days and some weeks, I would go without any water at all whatsoever. I don't like water. I didn't like water. Well, now I don't have an option. So anyways, big cake come in. It's all right, set on the counter. Cut the kids a piece. Didn't lick my fingers. Washed it off. All right, okay, I got this. No big deal. I vented to a few close people of mine. Oh, this doggone cake is in my kitchen. Look what I'm having to deal with. That's what friends are for, right? So then my son had a date that night. Friday night, he had a date. Well, his date dropped him off. A couple things happened, blah, blah, blah. I won't go into details, but he brought supper home. He comes in with a big bag of McDonald's. I kindly asked him to go eat that into his room, and he, of course, understood. So that was tough also. Right now, at this point in my journey, I miss that stuff. Someday it'll happen to where I won't miss it. Someday it'll happen to where I can eat it in moderation. But for right now, yeah, it is what it is. I miss it. I'm still missing the crap food. For now. So, to fight off the McDonald's urge, I told my kids, my 9-year-old daughter and my 2 stepsons who are 16 and 12, I said, we're having a dance party. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the Fitness Marshal, but he is amazing. And we danced our booties off, and I got my steps for the day. And I sweated, and I burned some calories, and it was awesome. I sure do miss dancing. So that was Friday. Friday was good. Let's bring it to Saturday. Saturday morning, I had an amazing workout with friends. It was awesome, right? Saturday morning was awesome. My husband and the kids, we were all going to go to the Capitol. It was inauguration weekend. Protests were going on. We decided we weren't going to go to the Capitol. So then we were going to go to like the Missions, San Antonio Missions. Not the baseball game, but the cool historic places. Well, at the same time, our clothes washer decided to stop working, and our shower decided to stop working. Neither one of them are, of course, easy fixes. So, you know what? This is life. Nobody said that during this journey that life was going to be easy and that nothing was going to go wrong. During any health journey, losing weight, any getting healthy journey, life is going to happen. And that's what happened this weekend. We didn't go out and go do something. So you know what? Okay, so we're staying home. We're still going to cook healthy. We're still not going to eat crap. And we're going to move. And it just happens. And I still got my steps for the day. And it all in all was a great day. So here we are on Sunday. Sunday I'm taking it easy. Today is my rest day. I'm still cooking healthy. I'm still sticking to my plan. And all in all, with very much pride in my heart, I am glad to say that this was a good weekend and I stuck to my plan. So, there you go, chocolate cake. There you go. So, all in all, like I said, I've drank my water, I've moved, I've gotten my steps, I've eaten healthy, and I've had a great time with my kids. Life is going to happen. It's not going to be easy. Things will happen. This is a healthy lifestyle, not a diet. So, bring on next week. I've got a busy week coming up. So, here's for a great week. I wish everybody a great Sunday and a great week. Thanks for listening.